Morning, y'all. This is Brian today. This morning, evening. I don't know when we'll run this video. Brian with Hollis Farms. Turkey season's coming soon. Had to pick up a few things. Did a lot of videoing last year. I don't know, we got a lot of turkey kills on film. I think Jason and I both try to upgrade our camera equipment this year. I hadn't really decided exactly what I'm gonna get. I know Jason's been looking around too. There's a couple things I needed to get for sure. I was gonna kind of open up today. I needed a new turkey vest and something else I'll show you in the morning. I've never used turkey hunting. I probably really should, because I'll show you that in a minute. Anyway, first thing I'll open up, I got a new turkey vest from, I don't remember where I bought it. I may have got it online. This Alps Outdoors. I don't know, kind of a little bit particular about the turkey vest we use. I don't like one with buckles. Seems like some of them now look like they got backpack straps on them. I don't like to carry enough stuff turkey hunting, and I gotta have backpack straps on. And I don't like the way if I shoulder the gun or have to sit there while I don't like the gun slipping off my shoulder. Anyway, I was able to find one of these. Alps makes one. This is the NWTF Edition Super Elite 4.0. That's got 22 total pockets. If you can't get it with you, you can't carry it with you in 22 pockets, you probably don't need it. 2.5 inch thick fold away seat. That's handy. Sit there. One of the biggest things is being able to be comfortable and be patient. I've got a bad habit of not being patient enough. If I can be comfortable, I'll do a little better. Let's go over this thing. Y'all seeing it for the first time like me. See, it's kind of like some of the old school Mossy Oak and Primos vests used to have years ago that are mesh through here. Cools a little bit with the solid material here. It's real soft and quiet. Got the real thick. That's one thing they've improved on these vests in the last few years is the cushion. So used to make them just so small and thin, it wouldn't really work comfortable at all. These are pretty good. This thing, let's see. It snaps, it flips down, flip up under you there. You got a waterproof back on it. That'd be handy. That's the biggest cushion I've ever had on a turkey vest. That's going to be handy. I had to get it adjusted so I can reach back there and flip it up and down. End up usually dropping it down and letting it flop while you're walking if it's not too loud. That's heavy method. Strap it back up. And it's got a vented bag in the back. You know, if you carry a bird, obviously got a blood-proof liner. Looks like it can be opened up, maybe carrying, I guess, whatever you're carrying. Bird, decoys, maybe even a little blind might go in there too. If you have one you carry with you, it's got little pocket there. It looks like maybe for your diaphragm calls. Some other pockets here that got the breathable mesh. Good place to slide a mouth call or anything, any of your crow calls, locator calls, owl hooters, any of that. Always get spit in them when you're blowing in them. You put it down in that right there and they won't rattle around and they'll drain. Let's see. Got a box call pocket right here. That's pretty handy. One of the things over the years with the box call's always been having trouble keeping it from squeaking and rattling while you're on the move. This one's got a little elastic. It's got an elastic pull right there. I guess you can pull that tight and compress down around the lid of your box call so it won't rattle. And then this flap flaps over. It's got a little elastic keeper on it too. So I guess you can let the lid of your box stick out one side. That'll hold it tight. That's pretty handy. Looks like 2 pockets here for your pot calls, which we use. I don't have all my calls. I need to get my other vest out and transfer everything over. It's got a little divider in here. Looks like you could actually put 2 in each pocket and they wouldn't rub together. And we use those calls from Jeffrey Wood down there, Swamp Boys Custom Calls. He's in South Mississippi. If I think about it, I'll put a link to his website at the bottom of the description. Man, he makes super stuff. He's got pot calls. I think he's making some trumpet calls, some yelpers. Of course, his diaphragm calls we all use. Jake uses them. Jason uses them too. So you can check him out. That's the stuff we use. See, so you got a box call. You got slots here for 4 pot calls. A little side pocket here, a mesh. I don't know what, just to stick whatever. Maybe a little pair of gloves. Let's see. Open it up. Got 2 buckles on the chest instead of a zipper. You can pop it open while you're sitting there against the tree, open it up. 2 striker pockets here. That's handy, they'll slide in there. I've left a striker sitting at the base of the tree. Big zipper pocket there for face mask, gloves, can of insect repellent. Another one here at the bottom that's got two different compartments here just for, shoot, I don't know, whatever you may want to stick in there. Got the ventilation in there, whatever you put in there, a drain if it's wet. Another cool feature this one's got, years ago, Mossy Oak or somebody put out a vest that had a little small pad in the back where you leaned against the tree. But this one's a whole lot bigger, thicker, and wider. Looks like it can be taken out. Yeah, you could probably take it out and wash it if it gets sweaty or muddy or whatever. It's pretty handy. That's going to be comfortable. Let's see the other side of the vest, which would be the left-hand side. Got, I like these zipper pulls. Got a big zipper pull on them. You can stick your finger in there with your gloves on it. Mesh line, 2 pockets right there. Got a long, slender pocket here, I would imagine. I don't know, maybe a gobble tube or anything you might have. Maybe another striker go in there. Quick, easy access. I guess it might depend on whether you're right or left-handed, which ones you reach for. Big, another mesh pocket here. This is interesting. I may have to read up. Some of these pockets are kind of shaped like they're made for something specific, but I don't know. That looks like it might hold a can of Diet Mountain Dew or something right there. I don't know what that's for. Jason will have Dr. Pepper in it. Always need that too. Let's see, got another big zipper pocket right there for just whatever. I see it's got 22 pockets. You can load this thing down and be too heavy if you don't watch it. But that is the Alps. What did I say it was called? Super Elite 4.0. See it right there. I don't know if y'all can read that thing. It's in the Mossy Oak Obsession pattern. Might be a pretty good vest. I think I picked this thing up on Amazon. Looked like it had about what we wanted. I was in a hurry one day sitting at the office and ordered it. If y'all like that, check it out. It's Alps Outdoors. I'll put a link to that on there too. This is their NWTF version. I think some of the money from these things goes back to the Turkey Federation. The only thing, one other thing I did have to open up, one thing I did buy, mentioned earlier, something I've never used before. Used 2 years ago when I was bow hunting, I was a whole lot better at judging range than I am now. And I just don't bow hunt enough. Used to I could get within a couple yards of anything out to 50, 60 yards. But I've noticed turkey hunting, whether we be in the woods, or whether we're on a power line, gas line, food plot, whatever, I ain't always been the best at guessing range on a turkey. And I know you ain't obviously not gonna have time to range a bird when they come out there, but you can do one thing if you sit down. If you have a rangefinder, and I've got a pair of Leica rangefinder binoculars that are great, but it's just too big and bulky and heavy to carry turkey hunting, to carry on your chest. So I got me a muddy 450 yard, real inexpensive rangefinder here, the LR 450. I think it's gonna be handy for bow hunting too. I kind of figured sit down turkey hunting, have it quick access in one of your vest pockets, maybe get a quick range on a couple of things around you. Maybe say, okay, that tree's at 40 yards, that tree's at 60. He comes inside that tree, I can whack him. I think that's gonna help me. I hadn't shot a whole lot of turkeys, so I get excited. I don't want to shoot a bird at 70, 80 yards when I can wait till it gets to 50 and be in a more effective range. And the same way, we've been thinking about trying to try these things with the bow. It's really going to be critical with a bow and arrow. We may or may not try that. I don't know if I got the patience, but I think we're going to try it. We'll talk about that in another video. I picked up a few bow hunting items, but I think I need to bust one in the head with a shotgun first before I do that. But anyway, the rangefinder's a muddy 450 yard range. Open this thing up. This ought to be just what a guy needs for bow hunting. Like I said, I've got binoculars. Like a binoculars, they'll range out to 1,000 yards, but that's handy when you're sitting in a shooting house or rifle hunting or bow hunting. Just a little heavy. Let's see, there's the Muddy LR 450 laser rangefinder. Let's see. A little case for it. Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever owned one of these. I'll have to. I think it comes with a battery. Yeah, I already got the battery in it. It's kind of a little old 3-volt lithium battery. That looks a lot like the battery that goes in my Leica binoculars. Anyway, that goes in the bottom right there. Got little slots on there where you can mount mount your little lanyard or a little wrist strap or whatever. I'll probably put a little old string or lanyard or something on there where to be, or maybe just mount it inside one of the chest pockets of that vest where all you gotta do is grab it, not range the turkey, but range a couple of spots around so you know where they are, and that way when the bird's coming in, you don't have to guess range at the last minute. It's a Muddy LR 50. I'm looking forward to using that. I think you just look through there, put the crosshairs on what you want to get a range on. I notice it's still on meters. I got to get in there, get the directions out, and change that to yards. There we go, already got it done. Got that animal right there 6 yards away, so should do the same thing out to 450. So that's going to be a handy little tool. Going to be real handy come bow season too. I'll get it where I can put it on the side of my jacket or whatever and get a range on a deer when they're coming in or before they come in. Let's see, so that's going to give us a range finder. Hopefully that helps. Gives us a little help in case we've got to reach out there and tap a bird. Got one other thing, a little case too. One other thing I picked up, long time ago, we used to use little ground blinds. We'd take some of that die cut, leafy cut material and stick it in the ground around us, get set up around the trees so you can give it a little movement, get away with a little more of a turkey. And for a long time, I hadn't done that, but I picked up this thing. I think I got this on Camo Fire. I told y'all about that. I think I did. I remember where it came from, but it's a Ameristep Throwdown 3-pound turkey blind. Seeing the picture right there, it's just a little old blind made to one or two guys, or one by yourself. Stick it in the ground in front of you real quick when you set up at the base of a tree, and just gives you some room to move. Legs start going to sleep, fidgeting, or birds come in, they can catch you moving before you even know they're there. That's what this thing looks like. Step Throwdown. Kind of made like these ground blinds. Used to, they just came with some material, kind of with some sticks in it, and it wrapped up, and you just stick them in the ground. This one's made more like these pop-up blinds, the hub style blinds like we hunt out of. Got the just little small hubs. Oh, yeah. Kind of fan them out like an umbrella. I don't know if I can pop it out when we're sitting here. Yeah, one pops out. You got 3 sections just like that. Y'all can see that. Be a whole lot easier if I stand up in the wood. Pops out real quiet too. 3 little sections. Yeah, each section's got a stake on the bottom, stick in the ground right there. So you basically just go out against the tree. Yeah, set this thing up around you. Tell you what, it's about, looks like it's going to be about knee high when you're sitting down against a tree, so you can move to reach and grab your calls, move to reach your gun. It's going to help you get away with a lot of movement that you just can't do if you ain't got something in front of you. A lot of times you get caught in a naked spot in the hardwoods where there ain't nothing to get behind, can't get in a thicket. Or a lot of times where we're hunting in these old pine plantations, you stuck sitting down against a 8 or 10 inch pine tree, and just ain't nothing to break your outline up either. This will be handy. So you see, that's pretty handy. Don't know if it's big enough to try to get. I guess you could get behind it and try to shoot a bow too. If you'd probably keep some of your movement here, you'd still be have to get above it to shoot it, but it'll be fun trying. Well, it should break right back down. Yeah, you just pop these hubs back out. Fold it up right there. Yeah, stick it in your pack and go. That's pretty handy. You could run a gun with that thing and set up. Really be nice. Early season too, when you ain't got much cover and before green up, that's really gonna be handy. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to maybe getting some new camera equipment. We'll talk about that on another video. Turkey season's coming here in a couple of weeks. Got a range finder. Ain't gonna be no excuse to not know range. With this ammo we're using today, everybody's using the tungsten. We'll be doing a video here pretty soon about some ammo we think we're gonna be using. It's gonna be a fun video to pattern that new pure poison shotgun I got from Black River Precision. So we're gonna put that to the test here in the next few days, pattern it, get comfortable with it. I'll have to get all my gear out when I need to load up my turkey vest so I know what I'm missing. I know, guarantee I hadn't looked at that stuff since last May. So I may be missing some stuff, but I need to make me a list to go through there, get my vest loaded up, where all I gotta do is grab it and my boots and go. So, but there's a few little things getting ready for turkey season there. I know y'all, those of y'all out there that like turkey hunting know it's coming. We love the deer hunting. Racing season starting. That's gonna be busy too. I'm behind on my stuff, but let's just had some other things that took a little priority over that. Been really fired up about hunting this year. We had a fun deer season. Jake got a few nice bucks. Jason killed a couple of real good bucks. Turkey season's coming. We always get excited about that. So now we got a little new gear to play with. We'll be talking about new camera stuff soon, so we look forward to that. Y'all don't forget to subscribe. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram. I always post some behind the scenes stuff there too. Looking forward to some exciting things this year. One more thing too I hadn't mentioned. It's about time to mention it. Jason will be talking about it more too. We are working on a new website. We've got a guy we're working with who's going to put us a new website together. We've had trouble with it. Those of you that have tried to buy Hollis Farms merchandise, you notice that the website doesn't work. We're getting all that revamped, hoping to improve it, where folks can find us online. You can get to our other social media stuff through the website if you want to do it that way, or back up through the website from social media. Either way, you can get to a page where you can buy our hats and t-shirts, stickers, hoodies. We're looking at some other merchandise this year. And while I'm thinking about it, that would be a good idea if everybody would maybe make a comment in this video, any Hollis Farms merchandise you would like to see us offer. So many things out there. There's just a million different things you can offer. But I'd like to kind of hear everybody's opinion on what they'd like to see. That may help us decide what we want to offer. So we'll be moving on that pretty soon. 2020 should be a big year. We appreciate everybody watching. If we didn't have any viewers, we wouldn't be wasting our time doing this. But we appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for sure, if not this afternoon. We're trying to do enough videos now that Mike can run more and more 2 times a day. So anyway, thank y'all.